list here. Where did that go? Oh, why don't we try this? Let's go this one. Yeah, that should be it.
Bald.
There you go.
May God
I
have
can't
mercy
see it.
on
I
his
still-
soul.
I still have the fantasy shootout out. I don't know why. Can you guys
No,
see
you're
it though?
good.
I have
All right.
hot
Yeah, I
take
can see
court.
it.
We are hot take court, baby. So I said I got a little special present for you guys. So here's
Judge
how hot
Clapper
take.
presiding.
Here's how hot take court is going to go. There was a topic that Mike
All
and
set.
Matt had out there earlier that Chara was not going to get his number retired, or should his number be retired? And then the question after that is he a first ballot Hall of Famer? So how hot take court is going to work? It is a 1v1 segment between two of our hosts here, with the rest of the three of us ruling on who is correct. So on the inaugural episode of Hot Take Court, we have the plaintiff and the defendant. Plaintiff's Mike LaChance, defendant Matt O'Brien. Honorable judges Rich Mays, Sean Farhadian, and George Mitchell are there. Court is now in session. I am going to go with Matt. You, my friend, are going to get the first word. So go ahead, sir.
You guys did your homework, man.
So everybody, I'm going to
We
ask.
going with the
checking
retired
your
numbers
ass.
first?
So yep, we're going to go. We're going to do, I'm going to put on the clock. You've got 3 minutes. You're going to make your argument for both. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so Matt, you are going to make your argument for both. So, you're going to have 3 minutes, and then Mike, you are going to make your argument. And then after careful deliberation, honorable judges Rich Mays, Sean Farhadian, and GJ Mitchell are going to give their verdict. Are we ready?
Why do I feel like the jury is so fucking against me on this one?
Listen, the
I got a
jury is
whole-
the jury is
Yeah, you're in trouble, bro.
the jury is hung, and you're welcome.
Yeah.
So again, court is now in
George
session.
and hung will never be in the same sentence
Hey,
ever again.
Hey, order in the court.
Unless it's
Order in the court. Let's go. Matt, you have the floor. You have 3 minutes starting now.
Okay. Zdeno Chara entering his 23rd year. He is a 7-time All-Star, and he's also a Norris Trophy winner. And there's also 7 of those votes for Norris Trophy. He was ranked in the top 5. Leader among these rested defensemen that are already Hall of Famers and first ballot defensemen Hall of Famers. Chara, 1,553 games, 205 goals, 451 assists, total is 656 points. Plus minus, also beating the following names that I will mention, 288. Penalty minutes, I think this one's just awesome. Just below 2,000 at 1956. Shots on goal, 3,271. Blocks, leading categories, #1 ever. 1,336 blocks and 1,809 hits. Let's see, 53% of the time that he was on the ice, the Bruins controlled the puck. So let's just sit that one. Now, also Stanley Cup winner. Came to the Bruins in 2006. The Bruins were terrible. They also are fresh off a lockout season, but I'll get to the lockout in just 30 seconds or so. Let's relate him to the other players. Scott Niedermayer, unbelievable 4-time All-Star, 4-Cup winner, 1-time Norris Trophy, was only voted twice in the top 5 defensemen finishing in Norris. Brian Leach, 5-time All-Star, 2-time Norris Conn Smythe, 1 Cup, plus minus was 25. 2 votes for a top 5 in the Norris counting. Chris Pronger, remember that dude? 18 years in the league, 698 points, 4-time All-Star, 1 Norris, 1 Cup, and 1 Hart. Does not even compare to Chara's stats. Now, the other reason, what are we up to 3 minutes?
1 minute.
1 minute. The other reason, do you guys remember the lockout? Remember how they had to change the rules? 2-line passing
Yep.
Now you can have two-line passing. Smaller dudes in the NHL coming up. Scoring increased from
More
like an average of
Europeans.
4.2 to 6.13 goals per game. Goalies were smaller back then. More penalty minutes. You shoot the puck over the boards, it's a penalty. Chara made a living also on the PK. Alexander Ovechkin, Sidney Crosby, even Ray Bourque himself saying that he is the number one defenseman, shutdown defenseman. And all these other guys said that Chara is the number one guy I don't want to go against. I hate going against him. And not only that, goals increasing over the years, it's more pressure on the defense. Zdeno Chara came in here 14 years as a captain, and I'll finish it with this. When you are getting voted in the Hall of Fame, this is what that they are looking for. Playing ability, sportsmanship, character, and contributions to his or her team or teams and to the game and hockey general. Zdeno Chara checks all 5 of those boxes. It is no question that his name will be in the rafters next to Rick Middleton, which his name's in the rafters, and he deserves right to be up there with Ray Bourque, who's also first ballot Hall of Fame.
All right. Mike, are you ready?
Yeah, I think I do all right.
Okay. Your 3 minutes start now.
So what you guys seem to forget is that Chara is not retiring this year. He's playing for Washington next year. He's still an active player. So let's get off the train of giving him first ballot Hall of Fame, retire his number until he's retired for a bit because he's still playing. That's number one. Number two, I'm going to give you 3 names of the latest guys they retired jerseys for. Rick Middleton, number 16, Ray Bourque, number 77, and Terry O'Reilly, number 24. O'Reilly, yeah, he's one of my favorite players. Ray Bourque had an insane career. He's got trophies. He's got Hall of Fame. He's Hall of Fame. He's got seasons. Won a cup with Colorado. Good. Scoring title. He's got that. Rick Middleton, 50 goals in a season. Scoring title. Chara, if you look back on some of the stats here, NHL all-time goals leader. Not even top 11. NHL all-time points leaders, not even top 12. All-time NHL hits leaders, he's number 11. I think those stats go back about a year or two. Chara as a team leader, there's no denying he exemplifies what a Bruin is. There's no denying it. But he doesn't have any scoring titles. He's got no other stats other than winning a cup once. No MVP, no Lady Byng. He won the Norris Trophy. He's been nominated, but that's nominations to me aren't winning it. To first ballot Hall of Fame for what he has for his stat-wise, his playing, yeah, big guy, but the past 5 years, he's faded off. He's gotten older. He's faded off. He's got no titles. He's got nothing that shows that first ballot Hall of Fame, shooting him to the rafters, you're off the Bruins, let's all celebrate. Now, I'm not saying it can never happen. What I'd like to see is for the Bruins to say, you're not going to be on the rafters, but we'll take the Eddie Shore award away, make it the Zdeno, I can't even say his name, I'm pissed off at him. We'll make it the Zdeno Chara Award.
1 minute.
Team spirit, team leader, captain, all-around guy, on and off the ice, front of the house, back of the house, fans, teams, everything. He just doesn't have the numbers to me that shows a first ballot Hall of Fame. Give him another year. If he steps up in Washington and gets these numbers up, fine. He's got no numbers, got no scoring, no assists. He's got low hits. There's nothing that tells me first ballot Hall of Fame or bring his number to the rafters with those other guys who all have some sort of a scoring title, numerous scoring titles, and numerous wins under their belts. So it's a no for me for right now.
Still
Your
got
Honor,
15
may I
seconds.
approach the bench?
He's
One of
taking
you
it.
guys just take a seat back.
All right. I will give you both some quick closing arguments. And Matt, I'll start with you, sir. In closing,
I mean, if I had known we were going to get closing arguments, I mean, Mike's still laying out in the ring, just tits up, and he's still being the doctor's still attending to him. I mean, Chris Pronger.
We still have
Chris
closing
Pronger
arguments.
has very similar stats to Zdeno Chara, only Chara was a 7-time All-Star, and Chris Pronger was a 4-time All-Star. They both each have a cup. Pronger has 698 points. You're right, Mike. Zdeno Chara is still playing, and he's probably going to break that and crush that. He's at 656 points. Let's not forget that Chara's played now, 5 more years than him, still going. And let's also that Pronger, when they changed the rules, Pronger was on the back end of his career. So that's when he just got absolutely lit up. Zdeno Chara adjusted to it, the new rules, which is higher scoring and faster guys. And for him at 6'9" and still to be shut down, he's better than Pronger. Stats back it up. The game backs it up. Zdeno Chara, first ballot Hall of Fame, numbers in the rafters after he retires, which we don't know when that's going to be.
So he's played longer than Chris Pronger, because that seems to be your guy you want to put him on a pedestal with. He's played longer than Pronger, but yet he's still below the numbers of what you just mentioned for Pronger.
You want to go Brian Leach? Brian Leach finished it with plus minus a 25 in a very big physical game where guys like Cam Neely could strive and hit and bang around, and Chara has 288 plus minus.
50 goals in a year. He's got awards. Cam Newton. Chara has none. I'm looking at just Boston Bruins awards, scoring titles. He's got none of it, and he's been playing longer than these other guys, and he's got nothing to show for it. I'm not saying don't put him in the Hall of Fame or raise his numbers, but for right now, first ballot Hall of Fame, absolutely not. Retire his jersey in 2 years when he retires? No. He's still playing. He should retire this year as a Bruin, as a captain, go on top and put your number up. Instead, you go to Washington. Let Washington retire your 33. Not first ballot Hall of Fame, not first ballot, and not anytime soon for his number to go up there. Sorry.
So, Your Honor, the case is very clear. Mike doesn't like Zdeno Chara because he's playing an extra year. He's still playing, and there's just I don't know what kind of numerical facts to back it up like I did.
He's got no scoring titles. He's got no NHL heavy titles.
Order in the court. Order in the court. All right. We've heard both the defendant and the prosecution. The defense and prosecution now rest. I'll give
You're very
Sean.
Prostitution is tired, Your Honor.
Rich, Honorable Judge Rich Mays, what say you, sir?
I have a quick question.
Do you vote for?
Do we have a chance to speak a little?
So, yep. So what you're going to do, you're going to give your vote if you vote for Matt or you vote for Mike and your reasons why. So,
all right. Clearly, I side with Matthew. This year, the ginger is truly on fire. Mike, listening to you talk, sometimes I got to wonder what you know about hockey, bro. He's a defenseman. He's not going to have scoring titles. The only defenseman that had scoring
titles
Orr
did.
Was Bobby Orr, Paul Coffey. Really. And so
Ray Bourque did.
I got all excited. I wasn't aware this was between the two of you. I thought we were all doing this, so I spent some time on research. 15 players, 15 defensemen have been selected to the Hall of Fame since 2001. Among them, Chara ranks 5th in games played, 8th in goals. He's very favorable points-wise. You got to give him a break. Some of the guys who have big numbers played in the 80s, where dudes were wearing those plastic Milek leg guards, not, looking like the Michelin Man covering, every square inch of goal with their body. He's only 3 players have had more all-star selections out of those 15, Bourque, Nick Lidstrom, and Paul Coffey. It's true that he's never won an MVP award, but he's won a Norris. There were 5 other players in this list that did not win a Norris at all as defensemen. He's won a cup. He was a captain, memorable fights, hardest shot, insane pain tolerance. He's terrifying, and he almost killed a guy. Max Pacioretty. Okay, and everybody knows who Big Z is. Big Z is a first ballot Hall of Famer, and that number is going up to the rafters faster than you can blink, bro. He is a true Bruin. He carried on the tradition of being a hard-hitting defenseman. He was our captain for 14 years, and he hoisted the cup. No other Bruin has done that since Bobby Orr in 72.
Bobby Orr had titles, and he
winner. Hey, Hadouken.
Hey,
we'll let that go.
Quiet in the courtroom. Honorable Sean Farhadian, Judge Sean Farhadian, what is your ruling?
I'm gonna go with Matt. For all the
I'm
reasons,
not surprised.
Hey, quiet! I'm gonna hold your ass in contempt.
No, I mean I don't.
I'm not biased at all.
There's really,
yeah, right.
No, there's really nothing else I could say that Rich didn't just hit with his little accolade sheet there. So I'm just gonna tell you he's going to be up in the Raptors. I wouldn't even be surprised if they do it after next season. If he retires with Washington after next season, they put his number right up there. And we can go into the reasons why I think that at another time, but I do believe his number will be up in the rafters and he'll be a first ballot Hall of Famer for sure.
All right. Well, my ruling is as follows. Sorry, Mike, you're wrong. Matt is the winner here. Even though it was already 2-0, it is a clean sweep, 3-0. The
When
defense,
the fucking text went out,
Hey!
we knew it was going
Hey!
to be
order
a
in the
complete
court.
sweep.
I'm
Bunch of
holding you in
We
losers.
should keep
contempt.
our
Order,
opinions quiet.
order in the
next
court.
time.
Order in the
I'm
court.
gonna boo.
I
I'm gonna
will-
boo Chara.
Listen, and I will tell you. I will tell you
He's not Johnny
why.
Damon.
I will tell you
Man,
why.
Fantasy shootout. Now this, Mike, you're on a roll, bro.
I will just say, I
Christina,
think.
be right there.
I think when
Finish him.
I think when Chara first got here, he transformed the entire way the Bruins organization thought. I remember the Robbie Ftorek era. It was ugly, right?
Oh,
Forgot
Lewis.
about him.
But Chara came in here and demanded satisfaction from himself, his teammates, and to be honest with you, the front office. Because he made them make the decisions to go and get guys like Mark Recchi and bring guys like that in to bring this championship back to Boston. I've never seen somebody more excited to win the cup than Chara, other than
Ovechkin.
Ray Bork. And well, yeah, Ovechkin, but I mean at the time
Yeah.
was Ray Bork. So for me, I'm going with a clean sweep. Matt, you are victorious in the very first.
Sorry, I'm just texting all my friends.
in the
didn't
very
vote.
Your
first.
phone
Group
should
text from
ping.
Matt.
Damn it.
So I guess since I lost, I kind of had in the back of mind I'm gonna lose anyway. So I'll put this back up on the wall then. Seeing as I do have the picture of him.
Yeah.
I will
I
put
got
it
the
back
same
up on the wall
picture,
then.
bro.
Yeah, there you go.
The
See,
same
so I
one.
get some sort of fucking credit from the court, you low life assholes.
You are now in contempt.
Oh,
30
good.
days in
Keeping up the
lockup.
show.
30 days in
Oh,
lockup.
good. See you guys in a month.
Chara.
But that is-
definitely a Hall of
that
All
Famer.
is-
right, he'll get a good night's sleep at least.
The defense is wrong. So